Hello and welcome to another beautiful episode of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. My name is Kylie Kane. It's been a long month away. I know. You missed me, didn't you? You missed this beautiful, luscious, sexy voice. We're standing outside of Candlekeep right now at the beginning of chapter 6. Right? And we were about to enter Candlekeep after, what did we do last? At the end of the last episode, we, what did we do? We did a lot of shit inside Baldur's Gate, apparently, and just kind of pushed through like, like the bosses we are, because that's who we be. Let's talk to those at Candlekeep. Let's go.
Hold, travelers! Before you will be allowed entrance, you must donate a tome of great value to our libraries.
Okay, now that we have that statement, I don't know if you heard it. I'm hoping it was loud enough and not, overwhelmed by the music. But he said, "Hold, travelers! Before you will be allowed entrance, you must donate a great tome of great value to our libraries." I will say, we have the book you require. He says, "You have met the requirements to gain entry to our most holy library. It is fine to see the child of Gorion once again within these hallowed grounds. Please have your less civilized friends refrain from making trouble. We are very strict with the letter of the law, as you know, Caldric Helden." And we lost the Book of Ancient Knowledge. Zan says, "Less civilized than the inhabitants of this keep? 'Tis a madman's place, for how can one be called sane when he engages in a folly of preserving what is doomed to perish?" And the keeper says, "Yet we preserve it. Anyways, go in peace." And it teleported. I'm sorry, what? It teleported us into the gates. A thing popped up that said, "I have returned to Candlekeep. I must find Realtor and expose his connection to recent events. I should head to the central keep right away." All right, let's head in. Should we meet everybody? I don't know if we should. We talk to the watcher standing outside, and he says, "It's a good thing we're not called upon to defend the Candlekeep more often. I have a cousin in Nashkel that sent a word of an iron shortage that's beginning to cripple their local guards." All right. Quick saving.
Would be proud of your actions.
Who is standing here? Who is this? Calderly? I don't know who that is.
Salutations. I am Catterley, a visitor of Candlekeep, like yourselves.
"Pardon if I seem out of sorts, but the journey has been long and treacherous, and my labors age me so. May I acquire as to your name? I am certain I've seen your face before, but I cannot place it." "I am Caldric Helden, and this is my home for many years." "Caldric Helden? Well, then I know you well, though you may be hard-pressed to remember. I was here years ago, and conferred with your foster father as you were off to chores. I'm not much your senior, really. I am certain you tire of hearing it, but that Legion has told you the same. But Gorion was well known to me. His death has been mourned by many." I say, "I do not wish to dwell on his death, but I moved on with my life, though I cherish his memories. Perhaps," he casually says, "that is for the best. I will speak no more of it, save to say that he was a good man. How have you fared in the time since?" I will say, "As well as I could be expected, though I have learned much about myself that was perhaps better left unknown." Catterley says, "Would that I had a gold coin for every person I heard say such a thing. I'm sure your troubles vary greatly. From my experiences, that we all have trials we should come overcome. We all have a side that should not see the light of day too often. What matters is how much strength you wish to let it have. Bah! Such words are better saved for classes and meditations, not for reunions. I will take my leave, though perhaps I shall see you again before I am to go. The tomes of Candlekeep are very nearly endless, and I am sure to be here for at least a 10-day. There are some within the central keep who wish to speak with you, so it would be wise to visit there sometime. Farewell, my friend. Okay.
Our library is a man's harem of knowledge.
And someone else is walking up to me. No. Yes! His name is Feldane. The hell? And he says, oh, hello, Keldrin. Keldrak is my name. Keldrak. Oh, hello, Keldrak. I have not seen you for quite some time. You have certainly picked a busy time to visit us. I wish I could chat about old times, but I must prepare our meeting rooms for our guests. It was rare that guests would make use of these rooms. Who was here? Oh, I should say little. They make very generous donation to the keep. Some rare texts with value well in excess of the normal entry fee. See no harm in telling you, though. After all, you once called this place home. They claim to be merchants, though their organizations dabble in more, much more. The two leaders of the Iron Throne are meeting with the representatives of the Knights of the Shield. What do you know of these two groups? Beldrain says, not much at all, but rumors are never in short supply. I hear that these meetings are more like negotiations, because the Iron Throne threatens to move into the Knights of the Shield territory. I overheard one of them, accidentally of course, and I think the Iron Throne has gained a lot of power from the iron shortage. Appropriately, don't you think? They are meeting here because they consider it neutral ground and relatively safe. I doubt the Keeper of Tomes, Urat, would want to allow their entry, but had he known who they are, the Liv doth nothing wrong here. Thank you for the information, Feldane. I will be on my way. Not a problem, then. We should get together sometime while you are here. Okay, so we've got some interesting stuff going on. Philidia is standing outside, and I am just interested in entering the Center Keep. I don't think we've ever been inside the Center Keep, because that was not something we were even allowed to do during the course of the game originally. So this is all new, locations for us, right? Zan goes, Candlekeep! Everscan Academy of Magic is quite different in appearance, but I almost feel at home. I have a bunch of options here, but I feel like the option I want to go with is I like it here too. Wish Garayan was still alive to appreciate it with me. I'm sorry, Malon Namin. His loss is mourned here as well, I am sure. Perhaps even in Everska, when the news reaches my city. Would you like to show me the library? Alundo's works must be here, somewhere. And your old study, Garayan's chambers. I am curious. Certainly. Come, I will show you. With great pleasure. I hope there's no nasty surprises here. After all, what can possibly await us in Garayan's old room? I actually don't know where Garayan's old room is at. So, let's do some searching! History of Kalamshun. Okay, that's cool. No, I guess I need to press Alt to, see... why can't I see things? There we go! Why can't I see the things?
Your honesty is refreshing, but lace it well with tact.
All right. There is a reader down south. That's cool. And a bookshelf. Let's check the bookshelf. It contains the book, History of the Dales and the Elven Court. We're not grabbing these. I'm not reading them.
Something on your mind?
Karan is walking over to us and says, Keldrick, my child, look at you. Your face has gained some new lines since the day that I tutored you. I'm going to say, Karan, you speak true, but it is not your fault. You prepared me well for what you could, you prepared me. Let me try that line once again. You prepared me well. One more time, y'all. You prepared me as well as you could for what lie beyond these walls. I just pray that I am prepared for what I shall find within them, now that I've returned. Karan says, why? What is wrong here? Shall I tell the Watchers? I'm going to say, the Watchers are no more use than a bundle of sticks. Please, just tell me if you've seen anything strange in the library in the past while. Karan says, yes, strange. Why, yes. That is just the word I would have used for that Corvus, Pharaoh. He was right here beside me, taking Alundo's prophecies from their place on the shelf and reading them. I could hear his voice, recognize the seer's words and his quiet breath, but when I turned to steal a glance at him from the corner of my eyes, it was the strangest thing. His eyes were closed, and he was reciting page after page, as if from memory. He heard your footsteps, it seems, and wandered off. I was just returning their prophecies to the rightful place here. It might be wise to take a look. If this Corvus is dangerous, though, I'm afraid I'm too old and bookish to be more than a hindrance. Forgive me. I must leave you now. Ooh, Okay, what? History of Gundoggle the Lost in a bookshelf. We're inside Candlekeep, so I'm just like literally just like looking at each of the bookshelves. We have History of Cormyr. We have History of Dumbroth. We have a spell scroll, which is a web scroll. I'm going to grab that and give that to, I don't know who the hell. Let me see what I'm looking at here as far as inventory goes. Can I Zan use that? Probably not. Do I need to identify this wand? I probably do. I probably haven't rested like ever. It's something we'll need to do soon. Actually, can I rest in here? Let me see if we can. No, we need to find an inn. I might do that before we do anything stupid. All right, let's go check out this place over here. What do we got here? We've got another bookshelf that says the History of Halura. We've got a vocalized spell and a letter. The letter says, during the days of the Avatars, the Lord of Murder will spawn a score of mortal progeny. These offspring will be aligned good and evil, but the chaos will flow through them all. When the beast's bastard children come of age, they will bring havoc to the lands of the Sword Coast. One of these children must rise above the rest and claim their father's legacy. The inheritor will shape the history of the Sword Coast for centuries to come. That's really interesting. Oh. That's kind of big, I think, I want to say. So, like, probably important. Why am I carrying an extra mace on myself? I don't understand that at all. I'm also carrying a halberd. I am so confused on why I'm carrying this stuff. Why is she carrying nothing then? I am so confused on why I'm carrying this stuff. You ever been like, I'm carrying a lot of stuff for no reason? I just don't know why. Okay, continuing our journey. I'm going to try to keep the group as close-knit together as possible while I'm doing this. We have another letter and chill touch. All right. And I think I can send the letter of Zan. And this letter says, the spawn of the Lord of Murder is fated to come within their inheritance. Is fated to come into their inheritance through bloodshed and misery. Is the hope of their father that only one shall remain alive to inherit his legacy. I foresee that the children of Baal shall kill each other in a bloody massacre. This is a prophecy. That is a definite prophecy. All right, let's continue. This is the history of Waterdeep 4. Apparently that is a big thing. We found the history of the Moonsea. I've been to Waterdeep before in Neverwinter Nights. That's all pretty cool. History of Lunarin. Jessup and Theoden are just kind of talking over there, and I'm probably going to talk to them. Theoden walks up to me and says, well, dip me in broth and cold me stewed. If it ain't little Keldrick Elvin. Why, I haven't seen you for nearly quite some time anyway. And say, hello, Theoden. How have you been? I still remember you running around the creep in your little swaddling clothes, pestering the elders and spooking the cows. Ain't that right, Jessup? Shelley was. Of course, yep. You never did stay in those rag of joy long. Yes, I remember, but how have you been? You'd be naked as a jaybird in the moment someone turned their back on you. I remember that dead fellow Blackstaff come floating in, and there you were, tearing around the outer keep of guy and holding your tail. Took the cloak right off his back, you did, and you made yourself the cutest little... Yes, I remember, Theoden. Could we drop it, please? How have you been? Wait. I remember it all now. That was Kelbun Blackstaff, trying his hardest to look important while you ran through the stables with this cape tied around your waist. Such a lark, eh, Jessup? I thought I'd catch my death from laughing, I did. Theoden says, you and me both. Grian was shaking like a leaf. He was so mad. As fun as this has been, I should really get going. Theoden continues. Oh my goodness. Theoden continues. Nobody was sure what to do. And Kelburn mutters some words, scratches you by the scruff of your neck with some spectral hand. He holds you out, drops you right in front of him, grabbing his filthy cape in the process. Everyone was scared, they were, weren't they, Jessup? Sure enough, scared witless. Yep, and then old Cameron bust out the biggest laugh you ever heard. Everyone in the keep was laughing like mad, except for you, Keldrick. And you just stood there naked as the day we were born, and wondering what the fuss was all about. I'll tell you, those were the days. Yes, I'll be going now. Oh, certainly, young un. Stop on by any time, though. I've got some paintings of you as a youngster I'm sure your little friends will love to see. Remember the one of Keldrick on the bearskin rug, Jessup? Certainly do. In the buff, as usual. Cute as a bug you were. Go on and play with your friends. Go now. Jahara says, I cannot remember laughing out so hard out loud. Little Keldrick and his bearskin rug. I simply must see how our omnipotent authority figure looked cute as a bug. But perhaps in exchange, I could allow Keldrick to take a look of some of the paintings portraying you, my dear, especially the one where you always carry with me. Jahara goes, what painting, Khalid? I have no idea what you're talking about. And I suggest we drop this nonsense now. We have much more important things to do. Keldrick, you owe me for this one. Farewell, Keldrick Hilden. My lord, I love that. That was actually pretty good. All right, we found another bookshelf. The history of Durpar and Var the Golden. Another book is the history of Shadowdale. We're checking another bookshelf with the book History of Estagund. What a name. And this history is... Oh, it's just a knock spell. Nice. I like that spell. It's a good spell. I'm sorry. I am trying not to cough on you guys. I promise. You guys, I love it. It's like I'm coughing on you. I'm not really coughing on you, but like it feels like I'm coughing on you. That makes sense. It's like I'm coughing on the microphone, and it feels like I'm coughing on you. Anyways, I'm still continuing to wander around Candlekeep. I am going to take a quick moment to drink some liquid, though, because it has been a while since I've talked this long, and this is... Woo, boy! I might have to make this one a little shorter than I normally do, the hour-long one I normally do, as my voice comes back into power. All right, let's check another bookshelf. And the bookshelf says History of Shadowdale 2. I'm not reading all these histories. Like, oh, I found an empty bookshelf. What the hell? I found an empty bookshelf. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. I found a room with nothing in it. No traps or illusions. I found a room with the cooks. We're not going to check that out. And all that's left really for me to do is go upstairs. So let's do that. I think it's time for us to go upstairs. So we're going to go upstairs in Candlekeep. I do like the way this library... What is Zahn doing? Zahn, help me out here, buddy. We're going upstairs. And as we step up, a man named Bendalis comes walking towards us. This is seemingly a common pattern. Bendalis is... Hello, Caldric Halvin. It is good to see you here once again. A pity you could not have returned during a more restful time. But why? What is going on that would cause you so much stress? Oh, it is nothing, I'm sure. Just that, well, things seem to be a little strange around here. Those decidedly unmerchant-like merchants, for one, and some of our own monks are acting odd as well. One fellow in particular. Really? And who would that be? There's this fellow named Kovias. I assumed he's a visiting sage of some sort, but he seems more interested in our guests than the tomes. He's making me nervous. I think he's had the same effect on others as well. Young Shistal has been out of sorts for days now. He's not as thick-skinned as I. You remember how nervous he used to be? He's quite the opposite now. Seems totally a different person. I worry about him. I should go. It's been nice speaking with you. So unmerchant-like merchants. We have more bookshelves to check. I don't really think I'm going to check all these bookshelves. I do want to find Gorian's quarters, though, which I thought were in, like, Candlekeep properly. But I don't remember where they're at. This was something that I remember there was in the mod for, like, the mod for Neverwinter Nights 2 that gave...
Something stranger.
Oh, shit. Corveus just showed up. Corveus says, "Oh, I thought I might find you somewhere around here. Allow me to introduce myself." "Please do." "My name is Corveus. I used to work for your father, running messages to his Harper friends in Waterdeep. Before he passed it on, he entrusted this ring to me and asked that I should give it to you if evil should ever befall him. Will you take it?" "And what evil befell him, Corveus?" "You were there. You saw it all. A woman, an armored figure, 2 ogres wielding clubs, and 2 archers. But Garion's petty magic was of little use against them, was it not? And you fled with your tail between your legs, hiding amidst the trees until dawn broke. But now it comes full circle, doesn't it? The Iron Throne was so close that you can almost touch them and wreak your revenge for that night." "You're right, Corveus. I was there. Myself, my father, and 6 others who tried to kill us. Where were you, if you know so much? If you be so void of trust, I'm surprised you've made it this far. It is of little matter. Go seek your vengeance or your doom at the hand of the Iron Throne. I wash my hands of it." "While I have little trust for this individual, I would still heed his words, Keldrick," says Zan. "The leaders of the Iron Thrones are positioned too conveniently for my liking. It might as well be a trap, so you know." Corveus says, "Do what you will. I care not." Okay, did we get a ring? Is that what we just got? We didn't get anything. There's no ring. Corveus? Corveus? Corveus, I want a ring! You've known Keldrick all your life, Emoen? Yep, and we've been pals. And sometimes we do get on each other's nerves, but we're always there for each other when times are tough, and there's nothing that won't do for each other. Oh, I hope I'm not being too gooey and sticky and that I haven't nicked everything from the cliche store. Jahara's like, "Never mind that. Did I say something wrong? I'm sorry, Emoen, but I need to know. I don't know how to last this delicately, so let me put it into shape." All right, let me see here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. What? That was just a side thing. I didn't get a ring, though. There was no ring. He said, "Take this ring." And there was no ring.
The Lord of Murder shall perish, but in his doom he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny. Chaos will be sown from their passage, so saith the wise Alondo.
I'm so confused. Why did the chanter just come up to me? The chanter came up to me and was like, "You look distressed. You should go see a priest." And now the priest is walking towards me. Okay, I'm confused. I'm going upstairs. This is like a 3-store story balcony sort of situation. What is this priest doing? I don't know. All right, upstairs we go. All right. And we're still looking for anyone we can deal with. Ooh, I found a door. And there's Ralter. Ralter goes, "My dear ma'am, you must realize that this is matters that make the gentlewoman. It is the manners that make the gentlewoman. So would you kindly prove you're the one by leaving? The right people afford to be rude, but it's not you. Leave now, before my irate companion Brunos lets his temper get ahead of his reason." You are the leaders of the Iron Throne. We're the ones who caused you so much trouble. Now we know what you're all about, and soon will Duke Elton. And you're stupid enough to admit this? Well, my young friend, you may find safety within the library, but once you've left, there's no place for you to run. We'll leave. No. How about we just end all our problems right here and now? Draw steel and let's sort everything out with the share of our blades. This is most distasteful, says Rylter. I've always known that rudeness is how the weak keep themselves strong. And even if you beat this in battle, how would you escape the keep? Or do you think the monks would let you go about murdering everyone in their keep? We will surely end up in difficulties of the Watchers with this, and even though I approve and share the intentions. A library, especially one as sacred as this, is no place for protest, says Coop. Crush them muttonhead boys. Oh, and then they fight anyways. Emoen, why is your weapon unusual, baby? Okay, I don't know why her weapon was unusable, but all right. With you attacking her, you attacking him. Get up on Bruno. You get up on Bruno. Zan, baby, baby. Let's see what you can do. Let's go. Wand of Lightning on him. And freaking Mace Tureth. Go! Alright, Realtor just escaped. Oh, I thought he escaped. Tulth died. Zan, I want you to get in on Kester. Go. Who just died? Who just died? I think that was my alarm. Actually, give me 1 second to kill that. That was my alarm for actually the recording time, which I didn't expect to actually continue running because I turned it off. All right. All right. Frick yeah. Everyone's actually just kicking ass. And someone leveled up. Who leveled up? Someone leveled up. It looks like Jahara leveled up. And the entire group's dead. All right. Jahara, I want you to pick up all this stuff here. Thank you. Why are Jahara and Emoen just now starting to communicate? That is very odd. I don't know why I find that very odd, but I'm finding it very odd. There's a lot of freaking amazing gear here. All right. All right. Yeah, I'm just kind of filling up the inventories here, what we got. All right. Quick save it. I didn't realize that we'd go into like some sort of big battle like that. It's not like it's a bad thing if we did, but I didn't expect it, honestly. All right. We've got a ton of gear that needs to be identified, which is definitely a thing we need to worry about. So, like... But we're about to have to fight our way out, aren't we? I'm going to bet we are. What's this? A antidote. Okay, we're probably going to have to fight our way out. All right, let me heal or level up Jahira. Because that battle was like... We were handling it, but it was like nothing major there. It was just like really fast. Really fast. Sort of just like it happened before I even realized it was done. It's a little weird, honestly. I didn't expect it to move that fast. So I'm trying to figure out what spells I really want to learn here. I think Call Lightning sounds fun. Storm Shell sounds cool. And what is Rigid Incentive? That's actually a pretty cool spell, too. What is this one? Storm Shell. Oh, that's pretty cool. And Call Lightning, of course, is Call Lightning. That's cool. All right, let's begin our way out because the Watchers are definitely going to attack us immediately. So we need to just get out of here. Like, the Watchers are not going to be okay with us doing what we just did. Keldrick, hell then, stay where you are. I do not wish to harm you, but would you come with me? You are questioned regarding the murder of the Iron Throne leaders. They were apparently killed not an hour ago when an item of yours was found among the bodies. Please, will you have a fair trial if you come quickly? Do not do this. You must believe me. I am innocent. It is not for me to decide. Please, you have my word. You will not be harmed. If you are innocent, I will come quietly. My weapons do not draw weapons. All right, so we're going to apparently get captured and put in jail for some stupid fucking reason. But they didn't take our weapons, so okay. And they walk into this room. Okay. I'm sorry, the fuck. Ulront comes in and says, "So, Caldric, you've sullied your father's name by defiling his home and bringing ruin to a peace that's lasted for centuries. I spit on you and all of your friends. Your transgressions will be punished in the most severe form. I formally accuse you of the murders of Brunos, Kostak, and Realtor Enkav." Someone really needs to give him a clue. But I've done nothing wrong. Why do you accuse me of such a thing? You are fleeing the site of the murder by the guest known You were seen fleeing the site of the murder by the guest known as Kvass. From everything we've seen and found, it's not hard to figure out what your purpose was. From what I've been told, you have been trying to place all the misfortune of the Sword Coast squarely on the shoulders of the Iron Throne. I assume you and your friends are assassins in the employ of Om. Perhaps you were sent up north to create a discord in the region before an Omnian invasion. It matters little. You and your friends will be sent to Baldur's Gate, where an appropriate punishment will be administered. Okay, so we're still standing in this area. Nothing's happened. I'm not able to do anything. Tethorial says, "Hello, young one. I'm sorry to see thee in such terrible circumstances. I know thee well enough to see that you have been falsely accused. Tomorrow, Orlant will most likely be sent to Baldur's Gate. There thou wilt receive the death penalty for thy actions. I know that Gorion would not want to see his only child killed a scant few weeks after his own death. As a favor to his memory that I will help thee escape. Make thy way through the catacombs beneath the library, but disturb them not. I have your possessions with me. You must take them and go with haste." "Do you know anyone by the name of Corvaeus?" "I do not know. I know of no one named Corvaeus, but Corvaeus is the reverse of Seravok, a young man who accompanied the leaders of the Iron Throne when they first came. I know not where he is gone." "Did you hear that? Seravok sounds kind of fishy to me, don't you think? It's time for you to go now, Keldric. I can teleport you to the secret room that leads to the catacombs. From there, you're on your own. You must be careful within the catacombs, for there are many guardians and traps, and perhaps whoever planned these murders. However dangerous the catacombs may be, there are several alternatives to Urath's Laft. Teleport to the secret library. We're as ready as we'll ever be." And we got teleported.
Oh, perhaps we'll survive longer than I had originally thought.
Oh, shut up, Zan. That is funny. Grion's letter. We read the note found among Grion's belongings addressed to you. Oh my god, this is a letter. Okay, let's read this really fast. Are you ready? So we have a letter in front of us from Gorion that says, "Hello, Caldric Helden. If you're reading this, it means I've met an untimely death. I would tell you to not grieve for me, but I feel much better thinking that you would. There are things I must tell you in this letter that I might have told you before. However, if my death came too soon, then I would have never been given the chance. First off, I am not your biological father, for that distinction lies within an entity known as a Baal. The Baal I speak of is the one you know as a divinity. In the crisis known as the Time of Troubles, when the gods walked Faerun, Baal was also forced into a mortal shell. He was somehow forewarned of the death that awaited him during this time. For reasons unknown to me, he sought out women of every race and forced himself upon them. Your mother was one of those women, and as you know, she died in childbirth. I had been her friend, and on occasion, lover. I felt obligated to raise you as my own. I have always thought of you as my child, and I hope you still think of me as your father. You are a special child. The blood of the gods runs through your veins. If you make extensive use of our extensive library, you will find that our father, Alundo, has many prophecies concerning the coming of the spawn of Baal. There are many that would use you for their own purpose. One, a man who calls himself Seravok, is the worst danger. He studied here at Candlekeep, and thus knows a great deal about your history and who you are. Love, Orion." Okay, so that's a lot. Jahara says, Keldrick, the growing increasing worry in your face as you read that letter makes me grow worried. Is there something so upsetting in Gorian's words? Since I knew him well, I might be able to explain. I'm gonna say I don't think you could, Jahara. You see, Gorian's not my true father. I'm one of the children of Baal. I'm a Baal spawn. You're one of the children, then. So this is it. I knew you were somehow special. From the way Gorian chose to abandon his adventuring days and seek seclusion in this fortress. I should have been able to guess earlier from those nightmares you were having. This changes less than you might have thought, however, Keldrick. You have shown yourself to be a decent, caring person despite this heritage. I will continue to stand by your side and help you come to terms with this newfound knowledge. If you would accept my aid, of course. I'm going to say thank you, Jahara. I'm just glad to know you wouldn't turn your back on me now. It means a lot. All right, let's open a thing that comes with Chromatic Orb, Confusion, and Shadow Door. That's neat. Let's go check out some of this other stuff right quick. This is the spell of Aganzar's Scorcher and Lightning Bolt. We'll grab both of those. Those are cool. And one more of Fireball. Yep, we like that one. Minor Glow of Invulnerability. Monster Summoning 2. Nah, maybe not. Fucking Identify. Yeah, we're going to take 2 of those. Actually, Jahira, come here. Okay, everyone, out of the goddamn way. You, grab it. Thank you. Identify. Okay, cool. So now, let's do some inventory swapping. First and foremost, we need to rest. Like, seriously. Quick save, rest. So we're resting. All right, we rested. Nice. And we haven't left the room, so, like, we're going to avoid any leaving that way. Okay. And let's do this here. First and foremost, let's identify spell. Wand of Lightning. We knew about that, I think. I think we have one in our inventory. We do. Of course, we're putting just stuff we don't need up. Darts can go away. Keep all these wands on us. Daggers can go up there. I'm organizing my inventory, y'all. You gotta give me a minute. I'm just like organizing the inventory as I figure this out. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be identified, right? So got 3 slots on Zion right now. So let's just grab 3 items and do some identification. This is probably the most painful part where I get to identify stuff. So this is a Mystic Ring. Grim's Skin, which is a armor class 2, requires an 8th strength. It is a robe, apparently, that does not impair casting ability. Ooh, that might actually be useful for Zan. That'll be better than his traveler's robes, actually. What is the traveler's robe? It's just +1 versus missile attack and save versus breath. Yeah, that's actually kind of better. And last but not least, this crown, which is a crown of Olafthorn within the ranks of the war wizards. This is a wizard, gives you a +1 armor class, plus saving throws, resistance to certain attacks. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool. This is a lot of Zan type equipment, honestly. What do we got here? We've got Dimension Door at will. Don't particularly need that, honestly. What does this one do? Grants 1 extra mage spell. Honestly, that's better, and I'm going to just kind of put the fucking ring on someone else. I grant someone else the ability to fucking instantly do, the cool shit. All right, so, like, that's actually really cool. We got a lot of cool gear out of that. Who else has stuff to figure out? Let's do... Because it's really only 2 that he can do. I think it's only 2 he can do at a time. Actually, before we sleep, where's the mage book? Because I need to check the mage book for him. Let's do... we don't ever cast Grease at all. And I'm pretty sure we've only casted armor. And sleep is something... Like, I use wands far too often. Right? What do we got here? Glitter dust. Just kind of figure out what I've got up here. Army of one. We do use that pretty frequently. We might also cast haste up there as well. I think that's a good idea. But take 5 identifies and 1 armor. I think that's a better idea than what I was doing. All right, so let's take another rest. There's no real risk of actually anything happening in here, so let's just do some identifications. Let's actually unpause it before I do that. All right, that was just a medium shield +1. We'll just pop it up there. Let's identify a psoriasis blade. Psoriasis. This is psoriasis blade. It's a white minotaur's blade that it was really, really happy with combat. He only met his superior once, and it was a battle that lasted hours. He presented the weapon to the man who told him that it would be awesome. It's a 10+2 1d10 +2 halberd. Not usable by clerics, druids, mages, monks, shamans, thieves, cleric, ranger, fighter, druids. So basically usable by 1 person, which would be Khalid. And honestly, it is a little better at range. What is he currently using? Bastard Sword +1, Viber Death 3, Longsword +1, Spider's Bane 2. Hold on. I think this should replace the Bastard Sword. And this does give him a little bit of range, actually. It just means he can't use his shield. That's all. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. So, yeah, now I'm sitting here going, okay, that's cool. We got a dagger, too. Let's identify the dagger. And it's a vampiric dagger, a Thaco +4, so it's 1d4 +4. Honestly, that is a freaking... That is an Emoan weapon if I ever saw one. Emoan. Does whatever an Emoan can. I need to get rid of the crap. Get it out of my stinking bag. Watch out. I've got too much stuff. I keep doing that where I right-click the characters instead of left-clicking them. And that's kind of bad. All right. Emoan. And I'm giving Emoan stuff. Emoan's inventory is full. Watch out. Emoan's inventory's full. Emoan's inventory's full. Oh, so can... Oh, no, I don't want to give it to Zan. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I keep giving the stuff I want to trash to... Funny story. I keep giving the stuff I want to trash to Rasad. Like, that's just the natural thing for me to do for some reason. I don't know why I keep doing that. I just keep doing it. Like it's almost funny to me that I keep doing it. I just keep giving them to him. It's like, yeah, nope, this is yours. Nope, this is yours. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. How much do I have on me? Okay, cool. All right. Wisdom. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Am I wearing an amulet on him? No, but I'll take the wisdom. What is it? A Medal of the Ambassador, which is a wisdom, intelligence, and charisma. So yeah, I'll take that. That's pretty cool. We found the Gloves of the Magi, which is a +2 increased attacks, increased saving throws, usable by monks or mages. Do I have gloves on? I do. I am just wearing the bracers of death, though. Which is just an armor class 6 versus an armor class +2. What if I gave her the bracers instead? I don't think she's got any bracers. No, like everyone's getting equipment now. Shadow armor +3, which is a hide and shadow. Ooh. That's really good for Emoan, actually. And I don't... yeah, that's actually better armor for her. She's been using really crap armor for like 85% of the game. So, yeah, that's a good idea. What the hell have I not done that for already? Like, I'm going through all this awesome freaking gear, and it's just like, this is a Morningstar +1. Nothing big deal. Longsword +1. Darts of Stunning. None of this stuff is any good. This is all stuff that I will probably just sell. Oh, maybe. What is he using? I'm using a Mace +1, so that Morningstar +1 might be actually be pretty good. I don't remember if I'm better with Morningstars or not. 22 to 28 +5 damage. Not bad. Okay. So yeah, it was better than my Yeah, it was better. I don't know what I'm saying, y'all. I'm just using I got words in my mouth and they're words. They're words. The fucking words. I'm trying, y'all. I really am. Large shield, the wall, which is a armor class +3 and +7 versus certain weapons. That's pretty cool. I need to rest again, so we're gonna rest one more time and finish identifying the stuff. All right, let's go here. We got a Boots of Valor, which is +4 versus blunt weapons. We've got Bracers to the Death. We got another Bracers to the Death. What the heck? That's a second pair. And a Splint Mail +1. I'm going to move these over to him for now. And we'll move it elsewhere if we have to. Yeah, we'll put the mail on him. What is this? What do these boots do? +4 versus electrical resistance. Yeah, we'll take that. No. And this is literally just Splint Mail +1. Let's move everything over to Jaheira, since she's really the only one left without any real gear on her, I don't think. So we'll do that. We'll go over to Jaheira. I keep right-clicking out, and it's really annoying. All right. Yeah, okay, so let me go through here and just kind of be like, okay, here's where we're standing. For those who want to know, we've identified everything, by the way. So we've got on our thief Emoin, we have a 0. We have a Thaco of 0. We have an armor class of 0, a Thaco of -3, and a damage of 2 to 7 on one weapon, and a damage of 19 to 26 on the other. We have a bunch of stuff going on, and we have we have a -1 armor class on Khalid and a -11 for Thaco on him, a -7 Thaco on Rasad and a -4 armor class. We have a -1 armor class on Jaheira and a -7 Thaco on her. We got a -4 armor class on Zan and a -1 Thaco. And then we have a -6 armor class and a -12 armor class. Now remember, the larger into the negatives you are, the better off you are on the overall. So now actually the Thaco of Emoin actually goes up to a -11 when she's using her dagger, and her armor class becomes a -4 when she's using her dagger. So I might make her a close-up because that just makes more sense. She's got 1 attack per round. Khalid's got 2 to 3, 3 and 2. 3 with right hand, 2 with the offhand. Rasad's got 1. Jahara's got 1. Zan's got 3. And Keldrick's at 3 and 2. So not bad at all for the entire group. And I think it's a high time for us to step into the hallway, do a quick save, and then call it a night. Before we move into the next part of the game tomorrow night, when I do the next recording. If you like what you see here, if you like what you heard this episode, please let me know somewhere in the comments, somewhere on the internet. I will be very happy to know that. Be awesome. You are loved. Find me on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. I don't know where else I am. Discord. All the links will be in the description below. Sorry again for being away for about a month. It was a very hard time. If you following me on Patreon or follow me on the Discord, you are a bit more in the loop. And I can't wait to share more with you guys. And I'm so happy to be back with this beautiful party in this beautiful game as we approach slowly the end of all things Baldur's Gate. Once again, thank you. Have yourself a wonderful day, evening, afternoon. Wash your hands, cover your mouth. I'll see you next time here on The Verse. Bye, y'all.